Company of your commentary team, Matt Upston and Jim Proudfoot.
In some ways, it's hard to think that it was only 5 years ago. Brentford, raw and wide-eyed, embarking on their maiden Premier League campaign after a 7-decade hiatus from the top flight. The night that they announced their arrival went down in B's folklore, a win over Arsenal that spoke of odds-defying potential, the very first step on a successful journey of... Changes tonight for Mikel Arteta. He hasn't made more in the Premier League at any stage this season. David Raya spent 4 years as Brentford's first choice keeper, but there's a reshuffle back four in front of him. William Saliba is ill, so Christian Mosquera returns. Piero Hincapié is preferred to Ricardo Calafiori at left back. Kai Havertz is out with a muscle injury, and that prompts the first Premier League start in 9 weeks for Eberechi Eze. Victor Gyökeres goals off the bench at the weekend earn him a start, and Leandro Trossard is fit despite injury concerns. There is some good injury news as far as Arsenal are concerned though, with both Bukayo Saka and Martin Ødegaard returning to the bench. The side that Keith Andrews has named as they try to end that run. Ravine Kelleher is one of 2 players in this team who've started every Premier League game this season. And the other is Michael Kayode, who's the only man to feature in every match for Brentford in League and Cup. The one change to the team that won at Newcastle comes in midfield. Yeho Yarmolyuk replacing Jordan Henderson, whose minutes are being managed. Dongo Ouattara has netted the winner in each of the Bees' last 2 matches. Whilst Igor Thiago has scored 9 in his last 10 games here. Reece Nelson, who's on loan from Arsenal, is ineligible, so teenage midfielder Luca Bent is added to the bench. They switch those 2 wingers. Would you play them the way round or the other way? I like that time. Sometimes they lose Potter. How they started at Newcastle before the change around that changed their fortunes. Interesting to see at what stage.
I like the fact that Ouattara will cross that ball on the run with his left foot, and Thiago's movement in the box is so good.
Well, we wanted something just to underline that even the peerless suffer from nerve.
Certainly with Mosquera starting in terms of centre-back position.
So much movement within the 6-yard box, players ending up in the net. And John Brooks is going to have to come across and try and calm this down.
The key is just doing enough so you don't give a foul away. Arsenal are brilliant at it. They just pushed that.
In the midst of a title race, there it is.
I've seen him make one misplaced pass this season at Bournemouth, which cost Arsenal dear. That one only given a corner away, but let's see how Arsenal cope with this set piece.
He's doing here, he's pushed Timber into the goalkeeper, who claims it well with so many distractions in front of him. Pulling the ball out quickly. Janelt there for Brentford. Eze quickly on the scene for Arsenal to win it back. Gyökeres, Janelt clearly pulling his shirt, and the first yellow card of the game is shown inside 4 minutes.
Well, that's a crazy decision from Janelt. Okay, he's lost the duel here. Gyökeres, really good touch. He's powering past the boundary to contacting the goalkeeper without fouling. But right in front of the referee so early in the game. You're in the multiple 50-50 challenges, getting to loose balls. Now you've really got to almost reserve your game a little bit. You can't go flying into the next tackle.
Something that Arsenal will be trying to play on now that Janelt has been booked. He's the only man, incidentally, who's played in all 10 Premier League's 2 clubs. That City's win over Fulham last night, keeping up the pressure. And leaving the Gunners needing a win to maintain the status quo. It's a situation they need to get used to, Matt, because Arsenal don't play before City in any of the next 4 rounds of matches. There's Trossard. Away back for Gabriel. Left with a ball in that was deflected. Made it easy for Kelleher, whose first thought is to try and get the ball forward quickly. That's laid Igor Thiago up against. On the Mosquera, the pair of them decided to let it bounce. Mosquera justified in that choice.
Thiago just turned his body there a little bit. Once that ball bounces, you generally feel the centre-forward's favourite. If he just gets his body shape right, backs in, he can hold the ball up and just focus on what you're doing, not what's around you. You cannot get sidetracked by that.
Which I would imagine is infinitely easier said than done.
Absolutely, absolutely, because everyone's talking about it and it's there and it's all the time, but what's going on with what you're doing is the only thing you need to focus on.
There's Dungo Watara. They've got to try and focus on that for a moment, Arsenal, but the pass went astray.
Bring other players in, but fortunately for Mosquera, Thiago just turned his back and couldn't get hold of it.
There's a foul.
You mentioned those kickoffs, Tom. Arsenal kicking off after City over the next few games. That's why it's never been more important that you.
Brentford's record signing, looking to net the third successive game tonight. That's something he's only ever managed once before, back in his days in French football with Lorient. Gabriel Ferreira passing axis has left a bit to be desired in the early stages.
Makes super choices before the Arsenal goalkeeper. Very rarely gets into a great technician. Over that one particularly well and fired that ball out wide. And we look at this touch. Close to the line, but they're confident in this pass here. Perhaps it's right out, right hand side of the pitch. Good time cross.
Distribution with his feet that prompted them to bring him across town after 160 odd games here. Tara, shape on the pass ball. Should be able to keep it alive, and he can. Gets some in support for him. Okay. And it's a Brentford throw.
It was a great ball from Aya, wasn't it? Just right down the side of Gabriel. Here it is, lovely weighted ball. There's nothing you can do as a centre-back. All you can do is be second best with that one. And